Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this easy turban that crosses at the front. It's actually easier than I thought. So I started off with my stretchy fabric. The fabric has to stretch, you guys, and those are the dimensions that I used. And then I folded it in half, just like that. Then I took some pins and then I started to pin on that edge. And I just used the zigzag stitch. I used the biggest zigzag stitch on my and then I went on to sew on that edge. After sewing, there is my fabric strip, and then I turned it inside out. So after cutting it into two pieces, then I took a needle and thread, and then I started to gather. I went to the middle of each fabric piece, and then I would start to do a gathering stitch, just like that, to make it gathered in the middle. And then I cross them over like that and made sure that the side where the seams are facing me. After that, so this is just an illustration of how I now joined the seams together to get the shape of the turban. And then I would just add pins as I went along, and then I went on to stitch that on the sewing machine using a zigzag stitch as well. So after that, now this is the shape that I have. So for the last seam, I'm going to sew it sort of like vertically. The other seams were sort of like horizontal, so I sort of like joined the two protruding corners, and then I joined them like that. Then I went on to now join that on the sewing machine. So after that, now this is the shape that I have. So for the last seam, I'm going to sew it sort of like vertically. The other seams were sort of like horizontal, so I sort of like joined the two protruding corners, and then I joined them like that. Then I went on to now join that on the sewing machine. After sewing, I now took a piece of elastic about half of the size of the seam at the back, and I stitched the elastic on the sewing machine, and I also used a zigzag stitch. So when I stitch the elastic, I make sure that it's stretched so that when I let it loose, it shrinks. So that is how the inside of the back looks like, and that is the front. And I also make sure to not put the elastic. I leave a gap of about 1 inch from the bottom. So at that point, the turban is almost done, and then the last thing now